Hey guys, so this video is going to be about buying school supplies for college and like organization and stuff like that. So I want to dive right into it. So when you go for college school supply shopping and stuff, you know, you're not only shopping for like just regular school supplies and stuff, but if you're living on campus, you're like getting sheets and blankets, and you're getting soap and stuff like that, and like little things that you need for the dorm, like printers and stuff like that. But I think I'm only going to go into like maybe the bigger stuff you need, maybe like not technological things, like the first thing you might need is like this little I don't know, this little caddy that you put your soaps and stuff in, and I got this from Target. It was $2.50, and it has place for your toothbrush. It's like regular soap here, like bar soap, and you have places for like everything else, and for your toothpaste and whatnot. So you can carry that into your bathroom, unless you have a private bathroom for just like 2 or 4 people in just your little dorm area. You probably don't need one of those. But if you have like a community bathroom like I will this semester or this year, you probably want to take like a caddy so you can just carry everything in and carry everything out. You'll probably also need a robe, which I don't have anything to show you guys, but like a nice robe to just, so you don't have to like carry clothes in, carry clothes out and stuff. You just wear the robe in, wear it out, and then you change in your room. So that's probably something you need for the bathroom, like except for the bathroom. Of course, you need like your shampoo, perfumes, and stuff like that. That's probably the most basic things you need. Probably self-explanatory. And you probably might want a mirror if they don't come with a full-length one in your room. You probably want to buy a full-length mirror, or like a lamp, like a floor lamp, because sometimes the room lights aren't very bright, they're really dim, so you might want to get a floor lamp to add a little bit more light to your room. So yeah, I'm going to go into the actual class supplies. What you might want to get, like how I do, I get binders. Mine are all pink, so I always love the pink color, like, so I just get all my binders in pink. But how I tell them apart is that I made these little these little sheets last year, where I just cut up magazines, put it on a sheet of paper, just slide it in so I can tell the difference. Plus, I also put little things on the side to tell me, like I put a piece of paper in here to tell me what class it is. But I usually get a binder, and some classes you might need dividers. I'm not sure if you guys need them, but usually I like to take them for the classes where I take a lot of notes, so I can take like test 1, test 2, I can like divide it up, and then I just put regular paper in instead of carrying notebooks, because a lot of times there might be times where you miss a class and you might need to take notes. Well, if you have it in a notebook, you can't really rearrange the notes. But if you put it in a binder, if you need to add an extra page, you just clip it in, and then like put the sheet of paper in there. So, and it also helps if someone else needs notes. You don't have to give them your whole notebook. You can just give them the sheets of paper that they need. So I do like binders over notebooks. Of course, notebooks, if you write too hard, the pages just end up thickening up. But in a binder, you can just take out a sheet of paper, write on it, and put it back in, so the papers don't all get messed up. Because I do write really, really hard, and the papers do get crinkly and messed up, and I don't like that at all. So yeah, binders definitely on my list, with just the normal sheets of paper, just leaf sheet of papers, and dividers, because that really helps with studying. If you know, like, say it's exam 2 and you have all the notes from like exam 2 area, it's so much easier just to read that instead of flipping through a notebook trying to look like, oh, which one's exam 2. I mean, you can put tabs, like individual tabs in notebooks, but it just causes so many problems because they can rip out of your back. Like if you put it in your backpack and it rips, you're definitely done. So this protects paper. I guess you can always put a notebook in here, but I really don't like notebooks at all. So I recommend binders because they're so much easier to organize. You can put like just one sheet of paper, like handouts, in the pockets, front and back. So plus you can decorate a binder. I love decorating the binder. I should really make more of these new ones because these are from last year, but yeah. Of course, you'll need a planner, and I have that somewhere. Okay, so you'll need a planner for the school year. I got this one from Target for $10. I know that's really expensive. I was looking for some cheaper ones, but if you want the big ones, like the full-size notebook ones, it's like $10 for one. So you could get the smaller ones, but sometimes I like to detail my notes, like the detailed assignments and stuff, like saying what page it's on, instead of just writing math homework. Look here, I could have all the details in here. This one goes from July 2011 to June 2012. Which is good because that covers the whole school year, and it kind of covers some summer, I guess, but not only does it have the whole monthly calendar, once you get into it, it has daily, so you can write down everything you need for the day, and this really helps because I can write in a marker or highlighter, test today, like English test today or something like that, and I can read that, and then I can write over it. While in a smaller book, because I do write big, it would not all fit. Especially if you're taking like a full load, like 12, 15 credits, I would really recommend the full-size planner because it handles a lot more. You can do a lot more in it. And there's always like a note section in the back where you can write down extra notes. So I would definitely suggest the full-size planner. I mean, if you do write small or you can shorthand everything, I would suggest maybe the $6 smaller ones, but yeah, I write too big, and there's too many things to write down when you're in college. Like in high school, you probably could remember, oh, I need to study for this, study for that, but in college you have so much stuff like, oh, I have a paper due tomorrow or next week, and I need to start doing this assignment and do this. There's just so many classes, and they give you so much stuff that I would recommend full size, because small size is just going to get filled up. Like last year, my big planner, like it was starting to get like notebook, because like a notebook, how the pages just get bigger because I write so heavy, because I wrote that much. So please, I would recommend getting a full size planner. Another thing I would recommend would be getting some regular folders. Notice everything's pink that I'm showing you. Everything is pink. But I would get some regular folders. I have two. This is for like handouts or something where I might not bring my binder with me that day, or it's just like, oh, we're not doing that much work today. We're just going to have like a discussion, but here's some handouts, or papers that don't go into a binder, like papers about maybe housing or like auditions or something. They would go in something like this, like a regular normal folder, than a binder, because if I put it in a binder and it has like no specific class or something, I'm going to lose it and I'm going to forget what binder I put it in. I'm going to panic. But if I have a regular folder and it's like a miscellaneous paper, I can just put it in one of these, close it up, put it in my backpack, and it's so much easier to keep track of miscellaneous papers, especially with something like a reminder for like a party or a study group. It's so much easier to put into a folder, and then you can put it on like a dry erase board when you get to your room. And I do suggest having a dry erase board, because if you have that over like your desk and you look up, it's easier to remember, oh, I have this assignment to do and I have to do this and this and I need to write this. It's so much easier when you look up and you're like, look over your laptop or your desk and you look at it, and so you know what you have to do. So a dry erase board is definitely something I use. I didn't bring it over here to show you guys, but just a standard like dry erase board, you know, like a medium-sized one, not like too big, but something you can like put over your desk and write on it, so you know things that you have to do that day. That helped me remember meetings that I had, or going to meet up with like an advisor. That really helped me, because I would forget on my own. But if I look at it, like, because I always go to my desk when I first wake up to make sure like I get my emails and everything, so definitely dry erase board, or maybe post-it notes to put on your desk or put over your desk, post-it notes, something like that, because post-it notes are cheaper than a dry erase board, but dry erase board you can always change and it's not a waste of paper, because I don't like wasting too much paper. Now I am going to talk about maybe Pens and pencils. Pens are definitely a must. I mean, you can use pencils too, but pencils, after a while, you know, it starts to fade. So I would definitely use pens to do my work or write notes, because yeah, you can erase mistakes, but after a while, it's just going to keep lightening and lightening, and when you get to final exams, if it's like exams over the whole semester, like all the notes you took over the semester, is going to be kind of hard to read. So I suggest pens. I just got these from Target. They were on sale for like 50 cents, but I usually use the Bic Atlantis. I don't know if you can read that, but the Bic Atlantis, these are like the best pens I've ever used. I actually got one as a gift one time, like just one, like in a little gift pack I got, and I was like, I started using it. It writes so smoothly. Like, it's not, you don't have to press down to write. It writes so smoothly, and it's dark, and it's a medium point pen. I love this pen. I love these pens. You can buy them in a 20 pack, I think, or a 15 pack. Just these pens. I love these pens, but I think they're kind of expensive. They're like $3, $4 for a pack, but these are 50 cents. I hope these work well. These are just Papermate pens. I like how they look, how they have the kind of clear barrel, kind of, I don't know, frosty. I don't know. I like these. I like how these look, but I'm not sure how they're gonna work. They're medium point also, so I hope these work well. I use pens a lot. I can go through them so quickly. But if you need pencils, I do love the Bic pastel color pencils. These were on sale at Target this week for like 80 cents. Or 90 cents. They were 90 cents at Target. They're probably going to be full price by the time some of you guys go out and buy stuff. I think they're only like $1.19 at Target for like this pack. But if you're taking a math class, you will need a lot more than just this one pack. You'll need like the bigger pack of this, because I went through pencils just in 1 year. Like, I only have like 3 left or something, because you may not do much work in class, but when you take your test and your quizzes and you do your homework, you're going to want to write a lot of the stuff out, and you're going to be writing a lot, especially if you don't get it the first time. You're like, oh, because for my classes, you can retake quizzes up to 20 times, and so I wrote a lot. I obviously took the quizzes a few times to get like the highest grade I possibly could. So I went through a lot of paper and a lot of lead from these pencils. And I just love using the pink ones. I just refill the pink ones with the other leads and erasers, because I just love keeping the pink thing going. Sharpies, you'll probably want to like put your name on anything that's in your room. So so you'll, like, say you have your caddy and stuff like that. I would put my name on this, because at any point someone could like take it, you know. I'm not saying someone would, but say you leave it inside the shower or something one day. At least you'll be able to go back and see that it's yours, or someone leaves it out for you, or they'll be able to give it back to you if they know you. So Sharpies to write on things. The silver Sharpies are good too. I love the silver Sharpies, but this kind of works for everything, especially my stuff, because it's pink, so you can see black on pink. Highlighters. You will need highlighters. You can buy them. I got the single ones, just single pink ones at Walgreens, because they're like cheap. They're like, what, 2 for $1, I think, or yeah, probably 2 for $1 at Walgreens. Just single big highlighters. I bought like 4 pink ones or 5 pink ones. I've gone through one already, like totally dried up, because I used it so much in my planner. I would highlight things that I needed. And then I would also suggest like colored highlighters. Like, this came in a pack together, these colors, because if you can color code your classes, and you can write down test today, and if it's in purple, you know, okay, it's obviously a math test or history test. So if you color code your classes, that's also a good idea too, because it really helps organize, like really organizing things. So and it helps with studying too, because if you have different colors, you can say blue are dates, yellow is people, like our people, and pink are places. It's so much easier to look at and be like, okay, this is a date, this is a place. It's easier to put them in chronological order, or to like see the important people and who aren't. If you color code things, highlighting, it helps so much. If you have time to, like, while you're writing notes in class to highlight, that's a good idea, but in some classes you can't, like, there's not enough time to write and highlight. So definitely learn how to shorthand things. I still don't know how to shorthand, but I'm kind of a fast writer, so it doesn't bother me that much. So usually some professors, they talk, like they say the things that are important, then they kind of go on about it, or they just talk about other things. That's time to like really write in everything, highlight and stuff like that. But yeah, there's not enough time to like highlight during class sometimes, and yeah. Another thing that I personally use myself are colored pens, like pink and stuff like that. Because in the planner, you can put your work in black, and then if you have a colored pen, mine's pink, obviously, you can like write down something like you need for home, like go shopping today, or buy more toothpaste in like a different color. I have pink, and I have other colors too. I do suggest having a pencil bag in your backpack, because I always carry like extra pens, extra pencils, you know, just in case someone else needs one. Because you don't want to be in that type of spot like, oh man, I ran out of pens. Always keep backups in like a little pencil bag. Mine's pink glitter, of course, because everything's pink. But I would suggest getting like different color pens like blue, green, red, because it really helps when you're writing in your planner, or if you're writing down something in in your notes, and it's like, oh, and don't forget, we have this due Tuesday. You can write it in a different color. It's like, okay, I'll remember that, because it's a different color. It's totally different from all the other notes. I write in black ink. I mean, I don't really write in blue ink, because in high school we weren't really allowed to use blue ink in certain classes, so I just stuck to black pens, because it's so much easier to see black contrasted with like green or something like that. Well, if you use blue and say you use other purple pens, it's kind of hard to see the contrast as much as black and purple, black and pink, black and orange, whatever color you use. So I prefer black pens because you can't really go wrong with black. It's easier to like just sign things and stuff like that. I don't know if any professors you would have would really care, because professors I had, they don't care what color you write in, as long as the actual stuff you're turning in is typed. It doesn't matter if you write in pink just for notes, or for just class assignments, as long as it's legible. So yeah, I would definitely use black though, because it's really easy to see the contrast. For math classes, I'm pretty sure you'll need calculators. I think you need like the TI-84, TI-84 Plus or something, TI-83. That's usually for like pre-cal and calculus. I have the TI Inspired Texas Instruments, but this is the TI-84 Plus keypad. I don't know if you guys can see that. TI-84 keypad. I didn't really use this at all because, well, in pre-cal we didn't really use that much for calculators, I guess, because it was mainly stuff you can do in your head or things that would be memorized for pre-cal. But for I had a business math class, which was finite math. We needed calculators, but you couldn't use the TI-84s on the test. Your professor should tell you which calculators you need. So I would probably wait maybe to buy your calculator, but they are expensive for the Texas Instruments. But usually those are the best, they last the longest. There's usually warranties on them, so I do suggest TI, Texas Instruments. But definitely like check with maybe other students or your professors to see which calculator you need, if you need one at all. Because sometimes on tests, like for my finite class, there was an online calculator we used for the quizzes and tests, but for the final exam you needed a certain calculator, so I would definitely ask before buying. I pretty much went through everything. I would also suggest having a little like folder type thing like this, where you would keep extra paper, because I do keep a lot of extra paper in this. It's easier to like carry around than like a big folder or a pack of paper like this, because the packs they can get messed up in your backpack, or they rip open, and when you rip them open, all the paper like runs out. And the one last thing after the file folder thing is, this is just like a recommendation, but a little journal where you don't have to write in your planner, where it's just like notes that you can write when you're at your desk. It's like, oh, I need a piece of paper to write something on. I would suggest like a little journal. This is pink and it has my initial on it, my R, and got this from Target for $2.50. I don't know if your Target still sells this, because I got like the last one, and luckily it was pink and it had an R. So yeah, definitely have like a notebook or something you can keep on your desk, or like sheets of paper, like a little notepad or something, so you can write down notes from your desk, like do this, don't forget the password to this. And that's it. I think I pretty much gave you guys everything you need. If you have any questions, please leave them below, and I think that's it. If you have questions or you have any other videos you want me to do, please leave them in the comments, and I will get to them as soon as I can. So yeah, thanks for watching. I hope this helped. If I come up with something else that needs to be added, I will probably do another video or something like that. So yeah, that's all I can think of right now that you probably need. And I hope this helps you guys. Go out there, go shopping for college, because it's starting soon, like 2 weeks maybe. Some people I know are starting next week. So I hope this helped. I'm going to get this up as soon as possible, hopefully today, which would be Monday the 8th. So I'll see you guys then. I'll see you guys later. Please leave comments if you need to see anything. Bye!